tell you just a short little story?
Tell me a story.
I was in Germany a few years ago at the press launch of the new Volkswagen Touareg, as the British say, and they have different waves come in. American journalists, European journalists. And I was obviously on the American wave, so I got to drive the hybrid, and I got to drive the diesel, which is a 6-cylinder, and then I accidentally got into this Touareg, and I floored it, and it like pushed my face back like this. It was like, oh my God, what the heck is that? And I did not know this, but in Europe they get an 8-cylinder.
That's right, they do. They get all the good stuff in Europe, don't they?
8-cylinder diesel, and the amount of torque that thing produced was greater than like an American dually. And that's where I became sold on diesels and torque versus gas and horsepower. I mean, horsepower is important. You know, top speed,
of course,
V8, Hemi sound, all that is great, but there's nothing like a lot of torque.
Audi has disproportionately blown away everybody who's come near them when it comes to racing with their diesel engines. They have been absolutely bulletproof and phenomenal and unbeatable. It has to do with range, and it has to do with torque, and it has to do with the fact that diesel engines seem like, to me, that they are far more reliable and long-lasting than the gas equivalent.
And let's face it, Audi has doubled down on diesels, right?
They certainly have. And I mean, what are we getting right now, average? What, 30 miles per gallon right now?
30 miles per gallon.
And you're driving like a schmuck.
I am driving like I stole it. There can be no doubt that this is an Audi. You've got the classic big grille, and of course, if the headlights were on, you would see these cool LEDs. Now, Audi is probably the best in terms of doing LED bling on cars, and they change it quite often, which makes it very obvious and very relevant when you're driving last year's model because, well, the front headlight surrounds change. I think that's brilliant, Nathan, because it gives people a reason to buy a new Audi. How about the back of the car?
The back of the car, once again, Audi tasteful. They just have a way of styling cars that's just never overwrought, right? And frankly speaking, this deserves a slap because it's beautiful.
And you know, with Audi, white is definitely the new black.
This is a fantastic engine. Check this out. This V6 TDI puts out 240 horsepower, but more importantly, 428 pound-feet of torque. It's fed to a 8-speed automatic transmission.
And it's a 3-liter. Now, here's a question for you, Nathan. What is the last 3-liter turbo diesel that we tested?
Oh, the Ram.
That's right. It's got the same. And how many pound-foot of torque did that have?
420. So this actually has 8 more.
This should be faster. It should be a rocket.
Get everything you want out of your SUV, your crossover, with very little loss. Yes, diesel's more expensive, but the payoff is you get so much torque, you're actually getting a benefit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to floor it right now. A little bit of turbo lag.
And then it's linear, and it just pushes you back harder and harder and more and more.
Just effortless power. You just feel like at any moment you can pass the car next to you in case there's an opening in traffic. You can, well, pull a horse trailer if you had to, and you can do it all in style and comfort.
That's the thing about these cars, man. You don't
hear it, I know. Well, I hear the radio.
Yeah, your High School Music.
Well, you know.
Shut this damn thing off.
I told you, it's a little complicated.
Curse you, MMI!
But you know what? You can't hear torque, you can feel it. So let's take it 0 to 60 and you can really feel the power. You won't hear it.
Fair enough. 428 pound-feet of torque. This is a little vehicle. I mean, it's really not that big.
No, it's not.
And it's got so much torque that it will pull your face off. I love it.
But it is expensive. $51,000. It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
And you don't get, like, cooled seats?
I know, you don't. I mean, that should be standard. At least cool my butt in such a hot car, right?
But you do get this really nice panoramic sunroof, and I'll open it up. Why don't you show them?
Oh yeah, this would be cool.
Take the camera down.
Yeah, camera coming down.
Give them a little blink of what's going on. Check that out.
Going all the way back. Yeah. Look at the size of this thing. Takes up most of the car. One of the biggest ones I've seen.
Now, to my mind, Audi does some of the best interiors in class. But having said that, this interior is starting to feel just a little bit dated. This screen feels a little bit too small. Audi's MMI, well, it's getting better, but it's still a little too convoluted. Having said that, I can tell you that everything feels expensive. All the materials are nice to the touch. And you know what? Even an older, aging Audi interior, I think is still better than a lot of the manufacturer's brand new interiors. Now this car does compete in a very crowded market segment. Cars like the RX 350 Lexus.
Yeah, the Lexus, that's right.
BMW, of course, the X3, Mercedes-Benz GL.
The Cadillac SRX.
Yeah, K. We can go on and on. There's a lot of cars that go for this audience and buyer. And I think this one, in my mind, is my favorite. It drives not quite like a sports car, but certainly sporty. You can really feel what the wheels are doing. There's a great sense of comfort, yet at the same time, it's in that kind of German Autobahn way, sporty, that it feels like if you wanted to flog it around a canyon, it would be happy to dance with you.
I call it the Schnell Diesel. The weight on the steering is ideal, especially for a crossover, and the seating position is excellent. The seats are very comfortable. It has 19-inch wheels with Scorpions on them, right?
Yeah.
These Scorpions are mud and snow, and they still have relatively good grip.
Right, here comes the brakes. Look at this. Look at that.
Yep.
A little bit of scrub, but I came out of the corner.
Well, because you can feel the rear end pushing you around the corner as well, which is something you're not going to feel in a lot of the competition. I can't get it out because Roman's driving like an idiot, and I'm terrified. I agree with Roman. This is a fantastic interior. With that said, the back seat is a little tight, so I'm sitting behind myself, and frankly, I'm losing a little bit of knee room, so it's a little tight. Also, my feet kind of get stuck underneath the seat, just a little bit.
Nathan, no one cares. Get in the trunk.
They care. Yeah, check out the trunk, though. This is amazing. Big enough for almost 3 Nathans. Now that's trunk space.
Kyle wants me to shut it, so I'm shutting it.
Curse you, Kyle.
Why does this mic look like a bug? That's not much of a curse, Nathan. There's so much room back here, and that's with the seats up.
Yeah, it's really impressive, and I love the fact that everything here feels so nice, because you always lock me in the trunks for so long. It's actually comfortable for a human being.
Check this out. Look at that. Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
There you go. Yeah. Oh, look at that. All right, 0 to 60 in the Audi Q5 with the diesel. Now we are at a mile above sea level as always. I've got the air conditioner off. I've got it in sport mode. I do have paddle shifters, but I'm not going to use them because they tend to be slower than the car can shift itself. So here we go. There it goes. Oh, there goes the power. And here comes 60 right there. Look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is crazy fast. 7.18 seconds to 60. And if you were at sea level, you could easily subtract a second from that. So you'd be at about 6.18. It's holding gears nicely. I do like this 8-speed transmission. Once again, in sport mode. So here we go, one more time, with the camera pointing at the tachometer. All right, so we can go a little faster. Waiting for that to reset. Give it a little brake torque. Oh yeah. Look at it pop those gears. 50 and 60 right there. Oh, identical. That is unusual to get the exact same time, 7.18. Well, no launch control needed. 7.18 is what this car got. Nathan bet me 7.5. He was close, but I went a little faster. So on the TFL scale of buy it, lease it, rent it, or forget it, Nathan, I have no doubts this is a buy it because of the power and the fuel economy.
I absolutely agree. Folks, the time has come. More vehicles should have a diesel engine, especially one like this. Torque, gas mileage, good power, speed. quiet. It's a fantastic power plant. I say, buy it.
As always, this is Roman
and Nathan
saying thanks for watching. Remember, stay tuned after the close for a very special announcement coming up this weekend. See you next time on the Fastlane Car.
Ciao.
Nathan, why don't you tell them what we're covering this weekend?
We're going to Austin to cover Formula One.
Yes, the first time ever, the first TFL Formula One coverage from the Racetrack of the Americas, right?
That's right, Circuit of the Americas.
Circuit of the Americas. Well, I've got tickets. You have the tickets?
No, I don't have the tickets.
You have the tickets? Kyle, do you have the tickets?
No, Andre had the tickets.
Andre had the tickets? You're joking.
Dude, he's already on a plane.
You mean Andre's covering the race?
He's going to...
Andre!
Curse you, Andre!